Hello and welcome to today's twin flame reading for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine and the current union energy going on. I have Crystal Angel cards by Doreen Virtue, and I have chakra reading cards by Rochelle Charman. Well, I have one of those cards, one of the chakra cards in the middle for the union energy. And yeah, it's like Thursday, as I'm filming this, Thursday evening, and going and kind of getting close to the weekend. This weekend, we're going to be seeing Uranus going retrograde, and it's in Taurus, and Uranus is known for, well, besides its funny name, it's also known for being a planet of kind of unpredictability, amongst other things. And so sometimes there can be something that, of course, it is something that that you are attracting into your reality, but it can seem to come from left field. Or in the case of it being in Taurus, I get the feeling, and also just from, the energy of Taurus too, that it is something that's actually, even though not something that's, like you kind of see it coming, even though you don't know where it's coming. There is that feeling of left field to it, but Taurus is very kind of slow moving, and over time, there's something that you are manifesting, that you are going to be shown, and that's a good thing. And it can actually really lead you more deeply into your life purpose and your union as well. So pay attention to it, and don't get if it's something that you initially have any kind of a reaction to, just remember to remain peaceful. And yeah, it needs to be a thing oh no, this is nothing to be scared of. It's just that energy of, something that that seems kind of not in line with what you were thinking somehow. So it can also kind of freshen things up, take things in a new direction. And hey, if it's something you don't like, then do the mirror exercise and heal your upset so that it can really take you deeper there. So yeah, something to pay attention to for sure. And let's get started with the reading. So we'll start with the Divine Feminine today. Have some nice citrine crystal here. So let's see about, what's going on with all that abundance and everything. Oh, multifaceted. Well, I kind of, I didn't really expect myself to briefly mention this this crystal, or necessarily, ahead of time. I sometimes just pick things intuitively. I mostly do that. And so the crystal I picked today for the Divine Feminine, to me, it seems like there is a question around personal power and around your abundance as well. And so what you're getting here is to just keep doing your inner work and exploring the layers within you, and let that be enough to guide you to what it is that you're wanting so badly to, expand into. Just you loving in those places is enough, because that's gonna reveal to you what to actually do anyway. Yesterday I finally, had all this energy to do something that I had been thinking about for a while, and it suddenly was just I didn't even really need to try to tell myself to do it or convince myself or anything. It was just I sat down, I made those phone calls, and I wasn't going to do something else until I was finished with it. And it just was kind of divinely guided, this is what I'm doing right now. And so yeah, it's an example of how your inner work does lead you to doing actions naturally. And so it's safe to trust that process, and trust that you're going to be guided at the right time to do something. And also, you're not going to be punished if you don't see something that you were supposed to see, a month ago or whatever. I mean, the so-called punishment is just in you not claiming your good now and then dealing with not claiming your good in the meantime. And yeah, I mean, there sometimes are naturally like things you have to resolve and all of that, but oftentimes we make these kinds of repercussions out into something that they just aren't. And it's ego, trying to attempt to like keep you down and keep you from your good. And even keep you away from it longer somehow. So just remember, like, no, there's no, oh, I didn't do this in time or whatever. I mean, yeah, some things, if you don't do them by the deadline, well, then something else is going to have to work itself out. But yeah, it's not like there's always a solution to a problem. There is always a solution to a problem. So whatever it is that is coming up in that area, for you to go deeper with, something that feels a little uncomfortable or whatever it may be. Yes, just keep loving yourself and go deeper into those dimensions within, and don't be afraid of what you find, because it's just somewhere calling for love. And yes, it will transform you in one way or another, and that is a positive thing. And that's also very positive for your true twin flame union, because that's how your twin flame recognizes you as your divine self and you them, and anything else is not very becoming to your twin flame and you being attracted to each other in a way that's sustainable. So you can't get around it. You have to love yourself. And the Divine Masculines card is revealing your true self. Amethyst. And amethyst is such a beautiful stone, and it's very much related to like a very clear third eye. I also find it pretty grounding. Like, when I was a kid, it was, I think, one of the first crystals, that and probably like rose quartz. Well, I don't know, now I'm like, and this one and that one. But anyway, it was definitely one of the first ones that I was really like, oh my God, what is this magical rock, amethyst. But it was magical in a way that was very, I mean, it's a rock, so of course it's real, it's tangible, it's very solid. But yeah, there's just something about amethyst that is grounding and very of this earth, and at the same time, very like miraculous. And that is what's so grounding and beautiful about it, is that it's like both at the same time. And so it's a reminder of heaven on earth, like so many other juicy and amazing things in our physical reality that we can call in. But yeah, revealing your true self. So as you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. So this is kind of going off of yesterday's card. Whoa, I'm rocking the boat here. Anyways, had to shift. Yeah. So yesterday's card for the Divine Masculine was around keeping your dreams alive, and this is kind of like that next layer. That next step is like, well, in order for you to have what you desire, you need to claim more of who you truly are and step into that as the Divine Masculine, and also claim your masculinity and know that that is safe to do, and that is in no way like, a bad thing. And yeah, of course, true masculinity and true femininity are very beautiful and perfect, and that's how they're created to be and interact perfectly with each other. And so, yes, it's just, it's safe to see yourself as you see your twin flame, in your own energy, of course, like not as, her or him, but at the same time, yes, as her or him, like, you're the divine counterpart of your twin flame. And so you are a perfect match energetically in your heart. So your love, the way that you love, just it matches perfectly. And when you really are recognizing that and attracting that, it really amplifies it. And it's very beautiful and it's safe. So, if something about that feels unsafe, just go deeper with getting in touch with who you truly are and enjoying who you truly are. And that can be done through like little things too, like, oh, I haven't cooked in a while and I actually really like to make salad. So, then take those little opportunities, and you don't really know where they're leading sometimes. They can really be very healing and powerful, because they're just a way to attune to your divine nature, and that's really important. And so yeah, the Divine Feminine's kind of going deeper with exploring. It feels like more inwardly here. It feels like the Divine Masculine is more outward, because revealing your true self also means revealing your true self to the world. So somehow to others. And even just outwardly in terms of more like outward interactions, like could be even with pets, or plants, or just your environment. Yeah, well, that's what I have to say about that. So, middle card, let's see what it is. Okay, psychic development. Cool. So yeah, this is also a third eye card, third eye chakra. And so yeah, we have a lot of like blues and purples going on here, and then here we have kind of the combo of the two, this indigo. Although titanium rainbow is rainbow, but the card is blue, so. Anyways, yeah, psychic development, well, there's more clarity between you and your twin flame in your union. Like, maybe you're even experiencing some aha moments, like, oh, this is how our energy fits together. Like, oh, yeah, like I just didn't get this before, so something's clicking there, and it's safe to trust your guidance here and to continue to clear your third eye. And just remember not to only look at things, yes, from an observational point of view, but no, not in a way that's like trying to separate your mind from your feelings. There's no separation there, so you don't need to block the way you feel. And if you're experiencing other people trying to tell you how you feel or don't feel, or that you're, even not feeling something that's not there for you to feel, whatever the feeling is for you, all you have to do is seriously, like the mirror exercise, and if you're manifesting something into your reality that feels like, why aren't people seeing things the way I'm seeing them? Well, of course, there's the possibility that you need to like shift and like, listen to what they're saying. And in either case, you do, because there's something there for you. But really, like, if you're triggered, then the answer is always like to do the mirror exercise and to investigate, well, why am I having this reflected to me in my reality? Like, what is it that I believe within myself? And that's where your answer lies. Like, oh, I'm being told by my twin flame that they don't want a committed relationship. Well, and you feel deeply in your heart, well, I definitely do, and I even feel that they do, and so I don't understand. And then when I'm working with my coach, like, they're telling me, so whatever. Well, the answer is just to ask yourself where you're not committing to a relationship with yourself within, or even where you just believe that it's not possible with your twin flame, and what feeling that leads you to within as well. And so there's just some misaligned belief there. And so the reason that it's getting mirrored to you in your reality somehow, whether through your twin flame or someone else, is so that you can actually realign it. Because if it's not revealed to you in one way or another, how are you supposed to go to that place and heal it? I mean, you can sit around and do inner work and look for these things, and sometimes it can be time to do that. Like, maybe for the Divine Feminine, there's some of that going on, but really, there's usually plenty in your reality to just lead you right into the next thing to heal. without needing to like try and dig for something. So it's like you kind of have to let divine guidance and love lead you to your healing there and what's most appropriate in each moment. But yeah, definitely getting clear with your third eye in any case. And this is just going to help you go deeper with, yes, healing your upsets, but also like just really understanding and appreciating your unique vibration of harmonious union and what that feels like for you in your union, and you know, with your twin flame, of course. So that's also helpful to having a more like of an intuitive, well, third eye, you know, clear vision for other things as well, because from this clear vibration you're able to see more clearly everything. So that's really cool, you know, like you want that. So keep going. The last card is control issues, yellow jasper. And this is kind of going off of what was coming up to be said with this last card. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. So yeah, if you find yourself getting defensive, not having proof of something, you know, that you feel very strongly about, well, first of all, like, why do you feel, what's the strong feeling? You know, just feeling peaceful is really what you want. So if there's something that you're pushing against, there's probably something you're pushing against within yourself. And it's safe to go there, because it's not going to be like as terrible as you think once you go in and heal it, right? And so this is just like going deeper with releasing layers of control in places where you just may not have been aware of before that you were holding on to control. You know, or ego kind of trying to like be like, come over here, you know, don't hang out with the good stuff, you know, then you're gonna feel good and you aren't gonna have me. Yes, you don't need that in your life. It's not real, and how are you going to ascend and hold on to ego at the same time? You can't. So you can't choose both. And at some point, with every, you know, little teeny tiny upset or big one, and you know, it's all the same. It's just whatever's coming up next. You have to make a choice. You know, are you going to hold on to it, or are you gonna choose love here? So if you're making the overarching choice to just keep choosing love, and you can just, you know, reaffirm that in your heart right now, like, I choose love everywhere in my life. And then you can go to these places and have confidence that, and like it says, use your God-given strength and power to just choose love in that place and trust that it is enough. You know, like, your choice is very powerful. It's completely powerful. And sometimes, you know, you have to reaffirm, because sometimes you might say, I choose this, and you're so numb that it's really hard to feel the depth of the choice that you're making. And so if you find yourself having to, you know, go back into that same place and make the same choice, it might just be that you're healing a new layer that you weren't aware of before, because once the choice is truly made, that's it. You know, you've already made the choice. So you can, again, trust it, keep going. And continue to master choosing peace, you know, when there's any kind of an upset. Oh, my candle burnt out. We'll have to get a new candle there. We'll just put that over here. I also need to figure out how to get the wax off of the sides of this beautiful candle holder. So anyways, side note. So yeah, I mean, this actually feels pretty complete though. Is that an eye there? Is it focusing? I don't know. This is a really interesting card. There's a lot of like kind of really interesting things going on that I hadn't completely noticed before. But it's more abstract, but it makes you kind of be like, you know? And yet also representing yellow jasper at the same time. So remember that your peace is all powerful, and so that's what, choosing your strength and power means, is really inviting God's strength and power in. So you never need to do it on your own. It's always God that works through you. So if something is feeling like, hard, heavy, whatever, you just invite God with you into that place, and you choose peace and choose to respect yourself too, because I think that this card definitely speaks to healing layers of just respect, self-respect, and you could also say respecting your twin flame and respecting others and respecting God too. And it all starts with just healing how you feel about yourself. So, claim your self-respect. And if you are experiencing not being respected, make sure to do the thing that you're guided to do that might be saying something. It might be placing a boundary, but always just choose peace first and continue to choose peace as you do that. You say the thing, you send the message, whatever it may be, to whoever, and then suddenly you feel like, oh, I thought it felt peaceful, but now I don't know, they could still say this thing to me and it'll make me feel bad about myself. Well, then again, continue to choose peace and do the mirror exercise. Don't just do it once, send the message, and then try to look away from what you did and be like, well, I respected myself. If you're still upset there, you're still upset and there's more to do. That's okay. It'll pay off, big time, when you just go all the way with it. And you'll feel so much better, because you will experience being respected for who you truly are and loved for who you truly are. And that's, the deeper message of this card, and this is for your union as well. So being seen as twin flames in harmonious union for who you truly are, that's a very, big accomplishment, and it's something that you do. You just align it one step at a time, and you trust that you're continuing to harmonize as you do that, because you feel it within and you see it reflected in your reality. So yes, very nice card reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out my links below, and you can also click on the link for booking a session for 30 minutes or 1 hour. And also I have a link for the mirror exercise in the book Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover. Highly recommend that. And like and subscribe if you liked this video, and I will see you again very soon. Take care. Bye.